He is presenting Project 3, and it's research and presenting. The purpose of this project is for Sanjay to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-rehearsed speech on any topic. His particular topic is debunking yoga. Would you please welcome Sanjay?
I would like to know how many of yoga people practice yoga here. Okay, yoga reached the all-time popularity across the world. Something related to yoga is like you hitting a jackpot. Whoever teaches yoga becomes billionaires, like Baba Ramdev, Vikram Chaudhary in America, Sri Devi Shankar. I'm trying to explain you how the yoga turned out to the what yoga is now. It is being now classified as the term for symbol of peace, meditation, magical remedy for everything, backache, cancer, heart attack, etc. But there is no scientific evidence. When the yoga started, it was not supposed to be anything for this. The remedial, the therapeutic part is being later added to the yoga. And some of the asanas are very dangerous as well. It is harmful to the human anatomy, like something like pranayama, Kejri mudra, Jalandhara mudra, Shirshasana. Don't trouble with these words. I'm planning to do this on a second stage, maybe in a later time, next time. I will do the scientific part, why yoga is being a threat and harmful. But now I'm just giving you how the yoga evolved. See, there was in the 12th century in India, there was a cult people called Hatha Yogis. Who were these Hatha Yogis? They were estranged and wanderers being boycotted by the common people. These people, they were into erotica mystica practice. They think by standing in a different posture, contorting your body will enhance your sexual libido and enhance the time frame. Okay, and they were also into some kind of intoxication. Rather than using weed or all those kind of things, they used a different kind of intoxication. That's the intoxication with the breathing. So they, without knowing, they played with the oxygen and carbon dioxide. I will explain that part in my next speech if I'm getting a chance. So when the British came, the colonization started, the yogis being clamped down, they got, they cannot use the firearms and just wanderers across the society. So they've been settled down, and then they started doing some demonstration to make their livelihood. So the great Indian sannyasi, Swami Vivekananda, in his book Raja Yoga, he explained that yoga has nothing to do with the Indian culture, because it is not reaching you to anything to attain the spiritual growth. The oldest mentioning about the yoga is a 10th century book, Sanskrit book called Patanjali. Okay. But in the Patanjali, everyone quote Patanjali as the yoga. Whenever they say yoga, they see it is written in the 10th century book Patanjali. But Patanjali only says 3 words about yoga. Stiram Sugam Asanam means sit in a comfortable posture. That's all. There is another book called, 14th century, another Sanskrit book called Hatha Yoga Pradipika. And that talks about this Hatha Yogis, different postures, and that talks about around 10-15 different postures. And there is another book called Shiva Samhita, that's also talks about another different postures. And all together, all these books only talks about 40 maximum asanas, the postures. But the modern yoga got 200 postures. That's all the post 20th century product. It has been taken from there, taken from here, and someone started new. So that has got no authentic, the old, because in India we got a culture. What are things we say, oh, that's a 10,000 century old, our civilization. No, nothing to do with the yoga for 10,000 centuries. Not even 100 years, the modern yoga is less than 100 years. So I'm starting, where this all come from? There is one person in the early 20th century, his name is called Pratinidhi of Aund, means he is the king of Aund. He was an admirer of the Eugene Sandoz. The Eugene Sandoz was the old bodybuilder. So this guy brought all this Eugene Sandoz apparatus, and he started this, and he put a book called 10-Point Way to Life. Okay, and he started this Shirshasana. Then another person called G.J. Guna, he also started something like he composed something like a drill. There was a British education called drill by a Scottish person. So the links drill system he incorporated with the Shirshasana. So in the modern yoga, the Shirshasana and the Surya Namaskar, that's one of the main important asanas. And the Surya Namaskar is being invented by this Raja of Aund, because that's a product of the 20th century. And there is one Mr. C. Vishwanathan, he openly, a yoga researcher, there's a challenge by him. Anyone can prove that Surya Namaskar being invented more than 100 years ago, he is going to give $25,000. So far no one has claimed. So all this yoga being started, I know this is at least 1 hour 45 minutes a long time I need to explain this, but my point is this: yoga has no scientific evidence. This has become an icon of Indian modern political, it's just a political ideology it has become. That's why even now in India, if you talk against yoga, you become anti-national. That much people think, Indians, some of the people think yoga is something great. But it has got nothing to do, no scientific paper has been. There are some universities papers that they are all bogus universities. So one Mr. Hingleton, in his book published by Oxford University, it has been said that yoga as such has got no scientific backings. Thank you.